2019, Pastor Okotie speaks on his plans for Nigeria. Defection by politicians. The founder of the Household of God Church, Pastor Okotie, who recently renewed his ambition to run for the president of Nigeria, has revealed how he hopes to govern the nation in view of the divergent philosophies of the country's two most political gladiators, APC and PDP. Pastor Okotie declares to contest against Buhari during an interview with Vanguard newspaper. The prominent cleric also said the gale of defection blowing across the country portends good tidings for the nation. Okotie, as God's political missionary, asked, "How do you hope to govern Nigeria in view of the divergent philosophies of the APC and PDP on whose joint platform you want to run for the presidency?" He said, "Politics is essentially the negotiation of instrumentality for a place and for a time. Every political agenda is predicated on an ideological philosophy that finds expression in its manifesto. The manifesto is an aggregation of philosophical abstractions that are seeking practical materialization. I believe that the two dominant parties understand the seriousness of what confronts Nigeria, and we would resort to a certain political pragmatism that would enable Nigeria overcome these existential adversaries. As I mentioned in my letter, there are many patriots within these parties who understand that we have an aboriginal connectivity as a nation or as a people that cannot be vitiated by any political philosophy or alliance. We have come to that point in our political evolution where we must be willing to be messianic, that is, sacrificial in our disposition towards Nigeria. Even if it is just based on the terms of examining the constitution and reordering it, and all of the ramifications that derive therefrom. I am sure that we can find a certain level of philosophical syncretism that will enable us to take Nigeria to the next level. Speaking on the current defections, he said, "The present political scenario in Nigeria is not unusual and is characteristic of a free democracy like ours, which empowers you to establish a position and to pursue it, looking for a platform on which you can articulate and crystallize that political posture. This phenomenon, in my view, represents birth pangs and it portends good things, that there is light at the end of the tunnel and the renaissance of our great nation. These things will play out in the natural sequence, and eventually, we will come to a place where we will all recognize the need for a certain mutuality that must be available to each political party and all political actors involved, for the sake of the unity, holistic existence of our nation and posterity, like this. Like loading.